Hi guys, I'm back in high resolution, exclusively for you, to talk today about Mark Millar's Kick-Ass. Now Kick-Ass for me is one of those oddly fantastic films where you can't criticize it for being a comic book adaptation because it was always meant to be a comic book adaptation. That for me is kind of refreshing in terms of kind of the world of comic book adaptations into film, because generally when you get a comic book film, people are always going, oh, they missed this bit out, they missed that bit out, the character is wrong, why is this person playing this character, I think it should have been this person, and it can spoil the whole movie experience of the movie. Like, for me, I mean, it hasn't happened recently, but for me the worst example was probably Constantine, where instead of focusing on how rubbish that film was, people tended to focus on why is Constantine blonde. What you should have been asking is, why is this movie terrible? So I think having a comic book movie that's already being made into a film is a much better way of dealing with things. It means that you can kind of relax and say, well, this was always meant to be a movie, so let's just go with it. Let's see where it leads us. And I think it leads us into a very, very interesting place, because both the graphic novel and the movie deal with some really dark themes. I mean, if you look at a lot of comic books, especially ones like, let's say, some of the Marvel comics, where you have sidekicks that try to be superheroes even though they haven't got any powers. Generally, the moral for those stories is, don't be a superhero, kids, you'll get yourself hurt, please just let the adults do it. Whereas in Kick-Ass it's more about, well, what would happen if you did decide one day, he woke up, put on a ski mask and a wetsuit and decided, well, I'm going to be a superhero today. And the result is actually really kind of interesting to see, because you get the optimism of the film's main character, David Azuski, but you also get the kind of darkness of the people that he meets. And I think it works really well as a kind of very gelled together films, especially, other films with Kick-Ass's tone, like Scott Pilgrim, haven't worked so well. So it's really nice to see Kick-Ass being a well-made, solid movie, as well as a solid adaptation of a graphic novel. And that's about it, really. That's all I have to say. I think that, don't get me wrong, I think there are better adaptations of comic books out there. Obviously, Watchmen is the perfect adaptation of a comic book. It has everything that a good adaptation of any literature needs. It's succinct, but it also keeps the true essence of the story. Watchmen is the perfect comic book adaptation, but Kick-Ass runs a close second. I mean, if you consider the amount of comic book adaptations there have been in the last 10 years, a lot of them have been rubbish. Especially the ones made by Sony. Apart from Spider-Man and X-Men, Sony handled the properties that they bought off Marvel really poorly. So I think it's good that nowadays adaptations are being handled in a much kind of more reverent way, and I think that comic books being written as movies, or written with the idea of always being written as movies, is not a bad thing, because and Kick-Ass has proved that. Kick-Ass has proved that if you write a comic book with the express purpose of it becoming a movie, you can actually produce something that's really good. So I like it. I like Kick-Ass. That's my general opinion on it. And if you want to tell me what you think, you can. And as always, comment. Do comment. I don't mind if you don't subscribe. Please subscribe if you want to, but if you don't, that's fine. Comments is what I want the most. Okay, so that's it from me. I'll see you. Oh, before I go, I will say that Blogger is down, So I won't be blogging on my blog if you usually read my blog, but I will be posting videos on here more frequently. And when Blogger comes back up, which hopefully it will, I will blog and then use this YouTube channel in tandem with each other. So you'll have one YouTube video one day and one blog post another day, and hopefully the two will start to not, synchronize, because I don't want you posting things twice, but hopefully the themes from both will start to interweave, which is a really good thing. Okay, see you, bye.